Hi, this is a Technology Ridecast. I'm Mark Farley, and our special guest this morning is Matthew Lieb. How you doing?
I'm great, Mark. How are you?
I'm really good. Yeah, nice to have you in the car.
Yeah, actually, with not a photo avatar of me. That's nice.
No photo avatar. No. So, hey, we were talking the other day about voice assistants.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I used to drive a car. It's funny, the car that I use now doesn't have nearly as good a voice assistant as I had when I had my Ford Fusion, which was like just a rolling iPod accessory.
Yeah, the Ford stuff, the sync.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it was interesting technology, right? A lot of it came from Microsoft.
Right.
Ford and Microsoft co-developed it. Now, what was really interesting is when I went to work for Microsoft and I started using a Microsoft phone, Windows phone, it didn't work with the car anymore.
Oh God, that's funny.
Yeah, it was really funny. My Android did, but Windows phone did not work with the Ford Sync technology developed by Microsoft.
That's a little confusing, Mark.
Yeah, it was confusing, and I'm not going to go down that rat hole because believe me, I tried to get internal resources to help me, and it was one of those things.
I think a lack of motivation, probably.
No. I think it's one of the reasons why I made secret Windows Phone apps.
Yeah, and I love those.
Hey, so what's your experience been like with voice assistant technology?
So I do have a car, and it's got some level of voice assistance, but it really all goes through the phone. It's all about Siri.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have an Amazon Echo, and I have a Windows-based laptop that runs Cortana, which I try to turn off, but with the Anniversary Edition, of course, you can't turn that off. Or at least I haven't been able to.
So that's the last update of 10? Is that it?
Yeah, they call it Anniversary Edition. It's a year since it was released.
Yeah. So you've got Echo, the Amazon Echo.
Yeah.
And you've got a Windows 10 with Cortana.
Mm-hmm. And I guess the next version of the Mac OS, and I'm primarily a Mac user, is also going to have Siri integrated.
Right, and you've got iWatch.
I also have an Apple Watch. Yeah.
Apple Watch, iWatch. So does that listen to you also?
Well, again, it's supposed to be, triggered. Hey Siri, and actually if you look at it right now, it's got its interface that says Hey Siri.
Oh yeah.
And it's just listened to all of my text and it's translating it.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, wow.
It's pretty powerful technology, and Siri has gotten a lot better at its understanding of the spoken word. But I think truly that there's nothing that has shown responsiveness and understanding of that text like my Echo.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazon.
It's crazy smart.
What do you do when you speak to your Apple Watch? What kind of tasks are you doing?
More than anything else, set timers while I'm cooking. I can foresee many areas. And it goes into a particular preset for your home, turns on the webcam, sets your alarm, locks the door, turns the thermostat down, whatever you want it to do.
There is room for nefarious stuff there too.
Yeah, that's the concern. The other day we were talking to a friend of mine who we saw here at the show, and she was talking about having her Echo in her kitchen. She had a bunch of friends hanging out, and they were cooking. And nobody triggered Alexa, and yet during their conversation, her two friends might have said something not so very pleasant in arguing or even playing. I don't quite know the circumstances.
Just reciting some rap lyrics.
It could be. Who knows? And Echo or Alexa responded by saying, "Hey, that wasn't a very nice thing to say." Alexa hadn't been triggered.
Yeah.
So the mics are always on.
That's creepy.
She's not supposed to be listening. I'm anthropomorphizing. She's not supposed to be listening unless you trigger her by saying, "Hey, Alexa." And yet, even not triggering, it responded.
And butt into the conversation.
And it totally made itself known.
Yeah. Wow.
Which got me thinking a little bit.
And that, yes, it does. And these things, of course, are all internet connected.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much stuff they listen to that may be being stored? I mean, you think of these sites like Google, and well, Google in particular, and Facebook. They want to know as much about you as they can, so they can sell you crap. Wouldn't it be something if you were on a browser and you're looking around and you see an ad, not for something you searched for on your computer, but for something you were talking to someone else about?
Now, I wouldn't even be surprised.
There's a lot of ways this could go bad. Not just cameras, but microphones also picking up and recording things.
Do you remember the movie Minority Report?
Yes, very much so.
So the Tom Cruise character is walking through the mall, and the live billboard sees his retina scan, and it recognizes him and says, "Oh, we have a sale on pants in your size." Something. I can see a Big Brother sort of scenario in which we find ourselves with so much profile online. What is it hearing? What is it transmitting is the question. According to Amazon, the Echo only retains in its cache a couple of seconds prior to hearing its call. And if it's listening all the time without being triggered and saying things like that wasn't very nice, then maybe there's a lack of truth or something hidden in there that maybe is a little bit more nefarious.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch this technology evolve.
What if you make a phone call? How much of that is retained?
I think for that with phones, they need to have a wiretapping warrant to get that.
I once read a story of a man that was divorcing his wife. The way in which it was proven that he had done this was his tollway tracking device records. They were able to prove that he was on his way to his mistress's home and back, and she was able to win her case.
Digital forensics.
Digital forensics, exactly.
This digitalization that's changing our world is changing it in those ways too.
Yeah, is it making it easier though?
Making it easier for what?
Right, exactly.
Matt, it's been great having you on.
No, I've loved it.